And the campaign ventured beyond traditional Democratic strongholds into Republican territory.
We competed everywhere. There wasn't a state we didn't go to, regardless of its size, that we didn't think we could compete in. Caucus states and primary states. And I think you look at that map tonight, and there are states that are blue because of the effort that we put in a long, long time ago and built a grassroots effort up starting on day one. And we were ridiculed at times for people coming out and having crowds that were excited to see our candidate. I'm pretty sure they're not ridiculing us tonight.
We went around in June and July, and people said, well, what's your general election strategy? And we laid it out. We said, here are the 18 states we think are going to be battlegrounds, and Indiana and North Carolina were on there, and absolutely no one took it seriously. As a matter
Especially
of
the
fact,
McCain campaign.
and particularly the McCain campaign. Mm-hmm. David's mantra for the general election was that we were going to enlarge the playing field, and that we weren't going to run the same campaigns that had been run in the past, where it all came down to just one state, at 3 or 4 in the morning.
How did you win states like North Carolina and Indiana?
Well, first of all, we believed we could. I mean, I think part of it is not being afraid to venture out and try and win in what has been considered hostile territory. But we also had these volunteers, and without them, the idea of winning North Carolina and Indiana would be a bridge too far. And our campaign was the art of the possible because of these millions of people out there. And if we decided we wanted to go register 500,000 people in a state, we could because of them.
And that's exactly what they did in North Carolina, where race did matter when it came to registering huge numbers of minority voters. Plouffe called it growing the electorate, and it changed the political map. In Indiana, the number of Obama field offices, staffed mostly by volunteers, outnumbered the McCain campaign 44 to none. They used internet sites like Facebook and Twitter to engage young voters, and they canvassed neighborhoods street by street, identifying supporters and entering the information into a central database. It helped them determine who had voted early and who might need a ride to the polls on Election Day.
I mean, our field operations and our targeting and all of that stuff was done with a level of sophistication that exceeded anything that had been done before. And it was a marvel to watch the bells and whistles that people are kind of shaking their heads at in wonderment were a direct result of David Plouffe.
We've all worked in campaigns a lot, and volunteerism in politics is a dying thing. And to see this many people getting involved, giving $25, manning phone banks, becoming neighborhood team captains, hasn't been seen in a very long time. And I hope that is the legacy of this campaign.